Hi, welcome to the Spa Pavilion, and I'm here just having a look at some rehearsals. It's a rehearsal for a show called Bless 'Em All, which is on at the Spa next Sunday. That's the 8th of May. It's being produced by a group of local people, really. We've got a local director, a local writer. It's a unique and individually written show called Bless 'Em All, and it looks great. It takes us through the days of the Second World War and reminds us that people back then had many of the problems that we have now.
We had the basic structure of the songs that we were trying to work towards, and then I thought, well, we need somewhere where people are going to be coming in and we can get the entertainment that we need. So I thought if I set it in a radio studio, we could have the personnel connected with the war, but also show the impact of the war on families and also the peripheral people that are affected by the things outside of the broadcasting atmosphere.
From your point of view, was it a difficult thing to write then? It sounds as if you're kind of tying together.
It was very, very hard. It took me a long time. I was doing lots of research and going back through 1930s Radio Times to find authentic in parts for the actual radio productions themselves and which artists would be appearing at the time.
Okay.
And then going back and finding research on different comedians and different people and entertainers and thinking, well, what sort of thing would they be doing at the time? And then trying to adapt scripts so that we could do it either as a radio broadcast or in some ways like the Jane cartoon that comes in later in the show, thinking, well, it's a strip cartoon, can we make it animated in some way to make it relevant for an audience now?
So you've got really a good feel of what the period was like for the people, and that will come across to the audience clearly.
Goodness, yeah, I think it will resonate. I think there's an awful lot of the audience, obviously at this point, are probably too old to remember the war, but hopefully there'll be people that will be nostalgic for those times, and the singing and just feeling all the music now come into it. You can feel that you've got a really coherent show, which should be a lot of fun for everyone. There's hopefully something for everybody in the whole show.
So, Sally, this is an interesting piece because it's an original piece, isn't
Yes, it is. It's been written by Mike Henson, who's a local writer. He actually lives in Felixstowe, and it spans the war years. So we start at the beginning of the war when it started, and we end on VE Day, and that's we specifically did it like that because obviously it's VE Day, and that's what the Spa Pavilion wanted for their celebration.
It's quite a strong piece for the feeling I get from just watching some pieces.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, there's so much in it, and I think it's important, especially now with everything that's going on in the world, to remember what happens in war and how it affects families, and to kind of remember that people gave their lives for us, and to celebrate the fact that we're all here at the moment.
That's one of the best things about it, is that you've got the family sitting there as well, and they're responding to what happens on stage.
Absolutely. Well, they're listening because basically it's because the radio was so important on keeping people's spirits alive during the war years, and that's why when Mike wrote the script, it was important to have the family on for all of the time to show that they're listening to radio and it's helping them actually cope with what's going on around them.
Okay. One of the people you've got in the show as well, I think, is Christina. You've got Christina Johnson coming in the show.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we're really lucky. We've got, well, first of all, we've got Skyliner Band, which are a specialty big band. They're a swing band, they're quite well known all over, and they're going to be the actual radio orchestra. Then we've got the Three Chordates, who are a 1940s vintage singing trio. We're very lucky to have them featuring as Belly Sisters and the Andrew Sisters. And then at the end of the show, we have got Christina Johnson. We're very lucky to have her on as Vera Lynn at the end.
So it's quite a big show, really.
Yeah, it is. So we're hoping it'll be.
So tell us when it's on and what about it.
It's on next weekend, on the 8th of May. We've got a really lovely day. The Spa has sort of decided to try and have a total immersive experience. So we've got Lindy Hoppers dancing outside. We've got vintage cars parked outside the Spa. We've got a reenactment on the beach in the morning, and then we've got the two shows, one at 3 and one at 7:30 in the afternoon.
Well, we wish you all the best. Break a leg, all concerned.
Thank you very much. It's going to be a great day, and I hope everybody will enjoy it.